Mr. Rahul Ravel, people of my generation know him as a legend. मैं सर की ज्यादा तारीफ करूंगा भी तो कोई फायदा नहीं. I think.
Yeah, I think you're embarrassing me.
So, but in all this noise, what are the 4 things a man needs to know to become a director?
Imagination, visual thinking,
गाली देना,
360-degree knowledge.
360.
गाली देना तो becomes part of it. तो मैंने तुमको ये भी देखा है सौरभ कि पाव लिखे उसमें मक्खन लगाया,
हाँ,
उन्होंने एक जलेबी उठाई
हाँ,
और वो पाव के बीच में डाल दी. तो मैंने कहा सर वो आप खा क्या रहे हैं? बोले क्यों, कहीं लिखा कि नहीं खा सकते क्या? There's tomato ketchup. He dipped it in tomato ketchup and he ate it up. I said, I couldn't believe it. He said, I think it's good. So why should you? I was shooting a Sunny and from the back, I saw a horse riding. So I was going to scream till I realized he's Dharmji. So, and he was not interfering completely. You know, Chintu, that's Rishi Kapoor.
yes,
He's a childhood friend.
yes.
We were from the nursery in school together.
Oh, okay.
So there's a long association. If you're getting into the industry, don't get married till you don't establish yourself.
Many take advantage.
Which many take advantage of. And
सर मैं ये नोट कर लूँ.
हाँ नोट कर लीजिए, ये तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
हाँ जी. I'd like to introduce our honored guest today, Mr. Rahul Ravel. People of my generation know him as a legend because he's somebody who's not just launched stars, but he's created films when nobody thought that they are going to become hit. Films like Love Story, where Kumar Gaurav was launched, and I think उसकी जो success है, आज की generation में शायद वो success देखी नहीं है. बेताब में Mr. Sunny Deol, and I think it was an extremely tough task launching Mr. Dharmendra's son. Then Kajol launching her in Bekhudi. Then several other films which we can't even imagine even today. He's made those, he's conceived them, he's directed them, he's helmed those things. From making films for dacoits to the Oscar journey, where he's been part of jury for several such forums. He's been an active member of all Directors Association and everything. So मैं इनकी जितनी भी तारीफ करूं शायद कम ही पड़ेगी, और मैं सर की ज्यादा तारीफ करूंगा भी तो कोई फायदा नहीं. I think.
Yeah, I think you're embarrassing me. बहुत I'm very honored to be here.
Sir, our job is to embarrass you because
Your job is to embarrass me. That's okay.
We are overwhelmed by your presence, sir. So that's the basic thing, sir. But before I start this thing, I would want to know, sir, you work with legends like Raj Kapoor Saab and things like that. How did your journey start, sir?
Well, you know, Chintu, that's Rishi Kapoor.
Yes.
He's a childhood friend.
Yes.
We were from the nursery in school together.
Oh, okay.
So there's a long association. And when I finished my senior Cambridge exams, I was the last batch which did senior Cambridge.
Okay.
That was shifting to ISC.
Okay.
So senior Cambridge was there. And
Which year was this, sir?
1987.
Oh, okay.
And the exams used to be in December.
Okay.
So my exams finished, and I wanted to become a nuclear scientist. That was my ambition. And I had got my admission done in an undergraduate program in Canada, which would lead to all these things. And I had time between December and July. I had to go to Canada in August. So Chintu called me up the day the exams finished and said, you know, Papa starting shooting Benram Joker's third portion. Now, Rajangul I knew very well because with my father, you know, Papa ka aana jana bhi tha. So his Papa is starting shooting the circus portion. So Ajar at Cross Maidan, let's go to there and you must come here. There's some nice girls from Russia and they're all wearing very skimpy clothes, short skirts and all. It'll be great. So that was a great attraction. You get to see girls in skimpy clothes. That attraction
was seldom. At that time, बहुत मुश्किल होता.
Yeah, but उस time मुश्किल होता था, मतलब वहाँ जाके भी नहीं हुआ.
अच्छा.
When I reached the set with Chintu, I saw Raj Saab there, and what I saw was magical, because there was this man, and the way he was effortlessly controlling so many people, about 5,000 people. Crowd भी था, shooting के unit थे, Russian circus वाले थे, Indian circus वाले थे, लोग बैठे हुए हैं, and एक आदमी वहाँ बैठ के, it was like a music composer, and he knew exactly what he was doing, what he was saying.
But was he shouting, screaming, something like that?
No.
Very calm.
No, very calm. See, shouting and screaming, I will pick up a cue because of me. Because I'm known to be a shouting.
No,
sir. I tell you, shouting and screaming. It only would happen when, if nobody did the work they're supposed to do.
Okay.
If you are not paying attention, then you don't. So that's it. So seeing that, I was mesmerized. And I just stood there all day. And I didn't even see what's happening in the circus. So next day, Chintu was not coming. I went on my own back to the circus, and every day I went there for 7 days.
This is Mera Naam Joker?
This is Mera Naam Joker, the third part.
Okay, sir.
And then...
I guess, sir, film और माफिया सेम है. एक बार अंदर घुस गए तो बाहर निकलना बहुत मुश्किल है.
माफिया में तो
निकल भी सकते हो.
निकल भी सकते हैं, या कोई ना कोई गोली मार देगा, आप जा सकते हैं. यहाँ से तो कोई आउट हो
नहीं निकलेगा.
रास्ता ही नहीं है निकलने का. But that's from where it started.
So, sir, nuclear scientist say film. You chose a tougher job because I feel making film is more tougher than even a nuclear scientist.
Much tougher.
So ये जानना बड़ा मुश्किल है क्योंकि सबको लगता है मेरे 10 साल के बच्चे को ज्यादा आता है. But when you get into the thick of things, you know how difficult it is to direct and manage. So how did you, and you made your first film, and then how did Love Story happen?
Look, because I was working with Arthur, Rajendra Kumar was very close to him, and then I made my first film. It was called Gunegar.
Hanji.
It had Chintu, a friend, and Rajendra Kumar worked in it. So I had worked with him, but that picture was a complete mishap. But जो होता है यार, जवानी में चलो यार, एक चांस ये शुरू कर दो. So then Raj Saab asked me to direct a film for him.
Okay.
That was BBOBB.
Okay.
So I was very excited.
Yeah.
And Rajendra Kumar thereafter asked me to direct his son's film. So suddenly I had got this
two films.
And I still remember there was Mr. Maloney, a cameraman. Rajendra Maloney, very, very, very senior. He met me one day, I think in Pimis, and he told me, he said, Beta, see, God has done his work. He's given you these two projects. Now it's up to you. So that's something which I'll never forget. So that's how it came out, and that's how the whole thing happened.
So, sir, Love Story, we know what happened after it released. Obviously, it was a mega success and it launched a superstar. But what about before that? I mean, did people believe in it? And plus, pressure था, sir, because Rajendra Kumar साहब खुद father हैं, producer भी हैं.
देखिए, pressure ये था कि he was a producer, that's right. And the pressure was that he had a director in him. एक director था अंदर, which most producers have. And that director wanted to come out, but I wouldn't listen to him. So that was one. Then the writers were the Mirza brothers. So they were all thick caucus together. And I have to admit one thing, that the dialogue of the film was written by Rajendra Kumar completely.
Okay.
Completely.
Okay.
The screenplay was done by the Misra brothers. Basically, it came from an English film with Sean Connery and I forget, called The Defiant Ones.
The Defiant Ones.
Defiant Ones. That was a story of two convicts,
Okay.
a black and a white, who
Okay.
are chained together.
Okay.
And the problems they have because of and how it resolves. So I found that very interesting. But Mirza Brothers came up with a story, and that did not have this element. So, I suggested that, this is a good element to add, and they all liked it. And that's how it went. And while making it, I had lots of problems because Rajendra Kumar believed that he was the best actor in the world. And I'm sorry, but he was not. I mean, but he was very successful.
जुबली कुमार कहते थे सर उनको तो.
हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. और जब भी कोई शॉट होता था तो वो बोलते यार मैं करके दिखाता हूँ. तो बंटी उसको से यार प्लीज, I can't tell him don't do it. So then there were some things like we get to a very complicated kind of a complicated shot, which he would. I told him, I said, don't rehearse this. You will not be able to do it. He said, "नहीं मैं कर लूँगा. I need fall down," because he could not do it. And so these kind of things carried on. We used to all have a big laugh over these things. And then, of course, when the film was complete, उसकी mixing हो गई थी, everything was done. He called me and he said, मेरे और विद्या सिन्हा का एक गाना होना चाहिए. I said, sir, कौन देखेगा पिक्चर्स में आप और विद्या सिन्हा गाना गा रहे हैं? इसे क्यों त्रिशूल नहीं देख रहे लोग? त्रिशूल जस्ट रिलीज, उसमें नहीं है संजीव कुमार और वहीदा का गाना है. I said, sir, Sanjeev Kumar is different. He is much junior to you. तो आपको नहीं गाना तो होना चाहिए. This turned into quite the same, and finally I said, no, I'm not doing the song. I will not do it. And I said, in fact, I'm trying to edit the whole film in such a way that you should appear for the first 5-6 minutes only.
Yeah.
Because the attraction of a person is to see your son, not to see you. तो मेरा काम काट दोगे? एक्चुअली मैं आपका काम नहीं काट रहा हूँ. मैं काट रहा हूँ पोर्शंस which are not relevant to the film. तो इस बात को लेके आर्गुमेंट्स हुई वो. And finally he filed a case in the Directors Association. And so I went there. And it turned out into a big argument and all that. And finally, at the end of the argument, I said, listen, because the Directors Association at that time was completely pro Rajendra Kumar.
Or maybe होंगे sir, star है.
They're all people, very senior people who had not made a film for a long time. So for them, it was better to be on Rajendra Kumar's side. And I was surprised the Directors Association says, no, what producer is saying is right. And you should do what he says. I said, listen, I will not do what he says. I said, secondly, he's printed these show cards which say Rajendra Kumar's love story, music R.D. Burman, lyrics Anand Bakshi, and there is no name of mine in it. I said, so how do you expect me? I said, these things can't carry on. So he said, but that's my wish. If I didn't give the name, I said, fine. Since it's his wish, and you also guys feel it's his wish, I don't want my name on the film. I don't. Immediately he jumped up. हाँ ठीक है. I said fine. So I started laughing. So I came home and I was very disturbed. And Dad said, "What happened?" I said, "Nothing." And I just came out of the house. I sat in a cab and I went straight to RK. Now the funny thing is, Saurabh, through this whole episode, which in my book, Raj Kapoor's Master at Work, there's details. You know, at that time, his daughter, Rajendra Kumar's daughter, was engaged to, Raj Saab's daughter was engaged to Bunty at that time. And I went straight to Raj Saab. And through the whole film, whenever I had a problem, I used to go to Raj Saab. कि साहब ऐसा ऐसा प्रॉब्लम है, शूटिंग में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, मैं ये कैसे करूँ, वो कैसे करूँ. And then Rajendra Kumar problem. And you won't believe it, everything which had to happen happened exactly in the way which he told me. He said, देखो अब तक ये हुआ ना, अब अगला ये होगा, फिर ये होगा, फिर ये, and it was almost like a Baba जो बता रहे हैं. Everything came to a T. And finally I went to him and I spoke to him. I said, ऐसे हुआ. He said, वो बात छोड़ो, तुमने क्या डिसाइड किया? कि ऐसा सर मैंने डिसाइड कर लिया है कि मैं अपना नाम नहीं दूंगा, मैं कल ऑफिशियल लेटर लिख दूंगा. तो बोले, दिस इज द मोस्ट सेंसिबल थिंग टू डू, एंड इट्स अ वेरी ब्रेव डिसीजन, but at least you're upholding what a director needs. So Raj Saab saying that was a lot. So next day, I sent a letter, but I put a rider in that you cannot give anybody else's name as director. See, Raj Saab told me that he's going to lead, he told me this, he's going to lead to a point where you will not be the director, he wants his name in it. Yeah. क्योंकि जो पिक्चर देख रहे हैं कहते हैं यार द डायरेक्टर इज वेरी गुड, रजनीकांत कुमार को ये बहुत तकलीफ हो रही है. तो ऐसा, बट यू विल नॉट पुट एनीबॉडी एल्सेस नेम इन इट. तो फिर वो एसोसिएशन वाले नहीं, क्यों नहीं कर सकते, तुमको नहीं चाहिए अपनाना. और ऐसे आई वेंट टू कोर्ट. You went to court at that time? I went to court. With this only, I am not doing the film, but he should not be allowed to use anybody else's name as director.
Which is rightfully so.
So the court said, you're right, since there are affidavits, they had affidavits from Amjad and all that. He has Rahul as director of the whole film. So in view of all this, not wanting his name on the film is his right, but you cannot put anybody else's name on that film. So, Love Story is the only film in the world which was released without a director's name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's the only film which does not carry a director's name. So, अब क्या जवानी थी, कर लिया. बहुत लोगों ने बोला you're silly, you're stupid. Some people said very good, we admire you, but I don't think anybody admired me. लोग बोले यार इसने actually कुछ नहीं किया होगा. You know the industry is like.
Yes.
तो फिर वो प्रीमियर आया, पिक्चर का प्रीमियर था, एंड आई हैड गॉन टू आरके दैट डे. एंड
सो तब प्रीमियर कहाँ होते थे?
प्रीमियर था उनका मेट्रो में. या दे वर गोइंग टू हैव अ पार्टी द ताज आफ्टर दैट. तो आई वेंट टू आरके, कुछ काम था ऐसे ही. रात साहब मिले मेरे को. तो रात साहब बोले फिर रात को आ रहे हो ना तुम प्रीमियर पे? मेरा सर मुझे बुलाया नहीं, तुम्हें कैसा हूँ? तो ही वॉज शॉक्ड. ही said, तुमको बुलाया नहीं? I said, नहीं. He said, so I feel sorry for this man. Anyway, premiere हो गया. I was very upset that night. That night I was really, really upset.
सर कितने साल का काम होगा एक फिल्म बनाना तब? एक फिल्म कितने साल में? 2 साल बनते थे.
2 साल.
Which in shooting कितने दिन होती थी?
Shooting, I think for Love Story must have been about 100 days,
100 days. Okay.
maybe more, because one shot itself had 250 takes. So,
अच्छा.
anyway, that's.
But sir, हाँ मतलब एक दिन में कितने मिनट कैन होता था?
यार
Generally, at an
ये
average.
तो हिसाब ही नहीं था.
अच्छा, ये हिसाब ही नहीं था.
हिसाब ही नहीं था.
हाँ.
And तो प्रेमियर आई वॉज वेरी वेरी अपसेट. और फिर रात को बेल बजा. आई ओपन द डोर एंड रात साहब वाज स्टैंडिंग देयर.
At your home, sir? Wow.
रात साहब बोले, मैं आया कि मैंने पिक्चर देखी हुई.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy what you've done, because anybody who sees this film
Yeah.
will say कि Ranjan Kumar cannot make this picture.
Yeah.
And I say, I must meet you, I must bless you for what you've done. And anything you ever want, I am always there. So I had tears in my eyes when he said this. And he went away, and then Ranjit Kapoor, Pancham, and all my other friends, they all came over. They said, yeah, I went to the premiere, went to his party, we were missing you, so we said, come and say hello to you.
Super.
So then फिर रात को खाना मंगवाया, they were drinking, and then they said, you must have a party tomorrow.
Yeah.
You must have a party to celebrate success. I said, yeah, I'll organize it for tomorrow. And Tabu Saab said, you must call Rajinder Kumar. I said, I'll call him.
Yeah.
So they said, fine, tomorrow we'll see you. So next day I arranged this party, and I went to Rajinder Kumar's house. And I invited him. I said, I'm having a party for the success of Love Story. I told Bunty also to come. They did not. Anyway, the film became a big hit. Now, when the film became a big hit, people started saying, yaar, nahi, Rahul Ravel must have done it. But still, half the industry said, no, he cannot do it. It's not possible.
What was your age at that time, sir?
When I started Love Story, I was 25.
Oh.
Yeah.
So आज से 4-5 साल पुरानी कहानी है ये.
So 2 साल पुरानी, 4-5 साल. तो उसके बाद फिर I came to a situation. अच्छा, फिर उसके बाद बीवी रिलीज हुई.
हाँ जी.
Which did not do well at that time. Now it does very well, but it did not do well.
But sir, coming to Love Story, you mentioned a name called Pancham, Mr. R.D. Burman. Sir, one of the biggest contributor to that film was also the music. So, what is your take on the music? How did you get involved in?
Pancham is that whatever work I've done, Pancham has a big hand in it.
But
So,
how do you used to brief him? What was the session? How was it like?
I mean, nothing. Bakshi was there, and there was a gadda. This all sit around there.
हाँ.
It's very funny. वो गद्दे में सब एस्ट्रे थे
हाँ.
सबके सामने.
हाँ.
तो वो सब प्लास्टिक के एस्ट्रे थे. तो मैंने
अच्छा.
कहा प्लास्टिक के क्यों रखे एस्ट्रे यार?
हाँ.
तो बोले यार कांच के होते थे. एक दिन पंचम आके बैठ गया कांच को, टूट गया कांच पूरा. तो पंचम वही फिजिटी होता है.
हाँ.
तो ये था पंचम को.
But any incident you remember with him?
Oh, plenty of incidents with him and Bakshi ji especially.
हाँ.
Bakshi ji, so I think he used to write the song before you told him what the situation is.
Okay.
जैसे बेताब में जब गाना चाहिए था,
जब
हमने सिचुएशन बताई, उन्होंने कहा कि चाय मंगाओ.
हाँ.
चाय आई तो बोले मुखड़ा लिखो, जब हम जवां होंगे जाने कहाँ होंगे.
वाओ.
बहुत अच्छा. मैं कहा सर अंतरे हैं. बोले कितने अंतरे चाहिए? तो मैंने उसका 3 फिल्म में होगा और 1 बैकग्राउंड में होगा, तो 4 अंतरे. अच्छा, लड़का लड़की जैसे भी आप करेंगे वैसे कर लेंगे. इसे ठीक है बेटा, कल सुबह मेरे घर पे आ जाओ. तो अगले दिन उनके घर पे गया मैं सुबह 9 बजे. तो 54 antras he had written. He gave me 54 antras of that song, and he said, ये मेरे अंतरे लिखे हुए हैं, इसमें लड़का कोई भी लाइन गाए, लड़की कोई भी लाइन गाए.
अच्छा.
It does not make a difference. एंड तुमको यहाँ से 2 लाइन और वहां से 1 लाइन, वहां से 2 लाइन, वो भी कर लो, दे ऑल मैच. दिस जीनियस इज वर्क. और पंचम के साथ तो ये था कि पंचम वाज हिलेरियस. एंड मेरे को याद है बेताब में कि धर्म जी आ रहे थे गाना सुनने. धर्म जी बोला क्या मुझे गाना सुनना.
पर तब तक आपको आदत पड़ गई थी स्टार सन के फादर्स की.
आने में धर्म जी वाज वेरी धर्म जी वाज नॉट इंटरफेयरिंग एट ऑल. इनफैक्ट शूटिंग पे आए थे वो कश्मीर में, तो he was not drinking in those days, but he brought up a whole case of whiskey for me. I used to hardly drink then, but still, तुम पी लो. And he was very, very sweet. एक दिन शूटिंग पे आए तो came on a horse, राइड करते हुए on the main location, and he sat there for half an hour. तो ऐसे मैं जा रहा हूँ राहुल, तो ऐसे क्यों रुक के रहे. बोले नहीं यार शूटिंग देख के बोर हो गया हूँ यार, लोग क्या कैसा के शूटिंग देखते हैं. And he went away. That's all.
But imagine, so you're shooting Mr. Dharmendra's son. He's a new kid in the block at that time, and suddenly you see Dharmendra walking in a horse coming towards the set. So, कैसी feeling होती थी?
It's a very odd. I can't describe it. You know, I was about to lose my head because I was shooting a Sunny, and from the back, I saw a horse riding. So I was going to scream. Till I realized he is Dharamji. So, and he was non-interfering completely.
But sir, we'll talk about Dharamji and Sunny ji a little later. Sir, the Raj Kapoor साहब, आपने तो book लिखी है, आपने तो बहुत you received a lot of love, given a lot of love. One incident of Mr. Raj Kapoor, something which
there's plenty. Abhi now Raj Saab, see, when I wrote his book, I spoke to his whole family. I said, I'm writing a book. And this suggestion came to me from Apurva Sani, the writer of Hansar ki film mein likhi usne. And we were on the jury together for one of the awards. Yes. He told me, because I used to keep talking about Rasa all the time. I was obsessed with him. So he told me, he said, you should write a book on the incidents. So I decided to write, which I decided there'll be nothing controversial. You know, I don't want to talk about his women, anybody. So I spoke to Dabu and all. This is, of course, you don't have to ask. Just write whatever you want. But then I went to Krishna auntie. I said, auntie, this is what I'm writing. Is it okay? She said, beta, you must write it. Because only living person who knows how my husband used to work.
So, but I've seen a lot of videos of his on YouTube, on Archive, where people are saying he's the last of the legend at that time. Ki aisa director dobara duniya mein nahi aayega. So, why do people say that? I know it, but I would want to hear it from your words.
Knowledge had was built in, which was not even taught, but he had an idea of the 360-degree of filmmaking. Whether it was, and he was great at expressions and telling people how they should be reacting. He was great at all that. So
so one incident you were going to mention with him, some interesting incident.
Interesting incident in the sense he was very fond of food and he was eccentric.
For food?
Eccentric in food, so he was obsessed.
Industry में सर थोड़ी eccentricity तो बनती है.
Eccentric, to be here you need the eccentricity.
हाँ जी.
And on food तो खैर जब हम editing पे जाते हैं तो first 2 hours used to be spent कि सब assistant collect होते थे, we should decide कि दिन में खाना क्या है.
हाँ जी.
तो गाड़ी अरेंज होती थी खाना अलग अलग जगह से लाने के लिए. तो मैंने तुमको ये भी देखा है सौरभ कि पाव लिखे उसमें मक्खन लगा, उन्होंने एक जलेबी उठाई और वो पाव के बीच में डाल दी. तो मैंने कहा सर आप खा क्या रहे हैं? बोले क्यों, कहीं लिखा कि नहीं खा सकते क्या? ऐसे लिखा नहीं कि जलेबी के साथ पाव. इससे बेटर तुमको बताता हूँ कॉम्बिनेशन. There's tomato ketchup. He dipped it in tomato ketchup and he ate it up. I said, but I couldn't believe it. He said, I think it's good. So why should you object to it? And his eccentricities.
बट सर एक चीज समझ में आई कि अगर लेजेंड बनना है और फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में काम करना है तो पाव में मक्खन जलेबी और उसको
नहीं
ketchup में
रखे।
डालो, तो यू कैन बिकम अ वेरी सक्सेसफुल डायरेक्टर. तो ये आज हमें एक सीक्रेट सॉस मिला है. प्लीज सर.
No, he was very, it was like he was like Mr. Jekyll,
डॉक्टर हाइड.
Dr. Hyde, very sweet off the sets. But on the sets, he was
मास्टर,
a
टास्क
terror.
मास्टर.
Taskmaster नहीं मतलब, we used to all be so scared, used to be so scared of him.
Oh.
अच्छा, फिर उसके बाद प्रेमनाथ जी बॉबी में, हाँ, तो this incident I must tell you.
हाँ जी.
Premnath ji was in Bobby.
हाँ.
Now that time Premnath ji also was not, he was in a different level completely. तो शॉट लेने प्रेमनाथ जी के साथ पहली बार रात साहब जब शूटिंग करते used to be sitting on a chair. I used to always stand next to him kneel करके कि कुछ बोला हो. तो प्रेमनाथ जी ने शॉट दिया एंड खुद चिल्लाए, वेरी गुड, what a shot I've given. Everybody clapped also. And Ratha said, बहुत अच्छा है. And he told him, see Raj, this is the kind of performance you get from Prem. He said, of course, that's why I've taken. He said, 1 minute. He turned to me, he said, what did you say? I said, I didn't know what to say because I didn't say anything. So he suddenly bent down towards me and brought his mouth very close to my face. And he said, just move your lips and don't say anything. So I just did that. And he turned around and he said, Prem yaar, Rahul ko pasand nahi aaya. So he said, who is Rahul not to like it? Bloody assistant director.
हाँ.
ये म्यूनसिपालिटी को पसंद नहीं आया तो रास्ता से देखो, इवन आई एग्री, मतलब पक्का तुम पसंद नहीं आया.
हाँ.
So I said, this is what do I say? I can't say anything.
हाँ.
तो इसे क्या करें?
हाँ.
तो ऐसे सर एक और ले लीजिए. You are telling Premnath to do one more. Because तो रात साहब ने कहा प्रेम यार एक कर लो. After all, he's a young boy, he's becoming a director. And चलो कर लेते एक और. So we did one more. And then one did 2, and finally the second one he liked. So this was it. He wouldn't tell the actor. And through the whole film he did this. I said, sir, आप ये करवाएंगे कि प्रेमनाथ जी मुझे मारेंगे एक दिन पकड़ के. And one day it happened. I was called कि प्रेमनाथ जी ने बुलाया. So I went up to the makeup room. तो वो बैठा अपना सितार बजा रहे थे. तो मैं अपना सितार नहीं, हारमोनियम बजा रहे थे. वो बोले कि बैठो. I sat down and he caught me by the throat. He said, everybody claps at my shots. You are the only municipality who says it's not good. Why? What is that? I had no answer also. In that time somebody came, नहीं तो मारते पक्का. So you see, रात साहब के साथ these things used to happen a lot of time. There's some things happen which I cannot talk about on the podcast. It's in the book.
सर कोई सुन नहीं रहा वैसे. आप बता सकते हैं.
No, but it's in the book, but I don't think I should.
So we should read the book to understand.
Yes, yeah. This is my way of selling the book.
Yes. No, sir. Absolutely, it's a legendary story.
There were lots of incidents like this. You know, he had plenty of incidents of this kind.
So, but one more dear person you have, dear friend, Mr. Rishi Kapoor.
Yeah.
You call him Chintu, but we can only call him Mr. Rishi Kapoor. A brilliant actor. I think he had the genes of Mr. Raj Kapoor. He had the directorial thing also, but he was a much more finer and a better actor. But how was he as a person? What was...
See, if you ask me, so I've had a different relationship with him.
Hanji.
You know, we've grown up together. I know him inside out. Very loving and very short-tempered. And we used to talk every day on the phone. You know, after the 4th standard, we went to separate schools. लेकिन बात रोज करते थे. till he passed away. And we used to fight also. मतलब झगड़े मतलब एक महीना मिले नहीं, लेकिन फोन पे बात होती थी.
अच्छा, झगड़े के बावजूद?
झगड़े गाली देते थे एक दूसरे को.
तो सर फोन बिल किसका आता था, आपका कि उनका?
दोनों का. कभी उनका आता, कभी मेरा. उनका ज्यादा करके 9 बजे के बाद आता था.
अच्छा.
हाँ. और ये चलता रहता था. इनफैक्ट द लास्ट call I think he made to me was 7th of April, my birthday. And he passed away on the 30th of April. And he called me on the 7th and he said, I said, I must wish you happy birthday because I don't know if I'll be able to wish you again or not. I said, don't be stupid. He said, no, Rahul, I'm not well. I'm in the hospital and I'm on this, drugs, and I don't think I'm going to survive for too long. And I really can't speak because I get tired. So I just said, let me call you after this. I won't talk on the phone because I get very tired. Anything you want, just message me and I'll reply to that. And that was the last conversation I had with him.
So, but from a good memory point of view, ऐसा कभी हुआ है कि यार ये रोल तू नहीं कर पाएगा या this would not be, and he's taken it as a challenge, something about his?
No, see, nobody I think would ever tell him that you can't do this because he would do it. I mean, he was not a method actor at all. मतलब कि आप बोलो ये है तो prepare yourself, वो नहीं करते थे सब. He just believed, he said, listen, I'm an actor. You tell me what to do, I'll do that and I'll go home. मतलब वो इमोशनल शॉट के बीच में वो काजल के गले लगे और पीछे से यूनिट वाले बोले चिंटू साहब को बताइए पीछे मुंह बना रहे हैं. और he was like that. He was very relaxed about his work. And when the shot got over, he was away. He was not rehearsing क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है. So that was something I think he learned from his father. And I think Rishi Kapoor was the most underrated actor in the industry.
Absolutely, sir.
I don't think we had a better actor than him. And now you have a son.
What do you think about Ranbir Kapoor, sir?
I think Ranbir had the advantage of his
best teacher,
great-grandfather being a good actor, his father being a very good actor, his grandfather being a very good actor, his father being an actor. And he is one child who has imbibed all these things because the way he performs is absolutely brilliant. I'm so happy, and Chintu would have been very happy. He performs so effortlessly. He is so good in his films, and he's very, very good.
But coming back to sir, आप राज कपूर साहब के साथ बारे में बता रहे थे कि he was a taskmaster, but questions उनसे कोई पूछो तो वो कभी मना नहीं करते थे.
कभी नहीं. Questions we used to have on Ritual in RK. We had a telephone operator called Dambara.
Okay, Dambara.
Dambara.
Okay.
So Dambara ji was not telephone operator, sorry, projectionist. Dambara ji the, and we had a theatre adjacent to the editing room.
Yeah.
फिर रात को used to never drink when he's working. तो कभी रात को 8, 8:30 बजे जब उनका वो आदमी आता था with a bottle of whiskey, we knew that this is when Ratha was going to sit and he'd want to see his old films. So we had a name for that thing. It was called Dambara Night.
Oh, nice.
So, we had all understood that today is Dambara Night. And Dambara Night used to start at about 12 at night after he finished editing. We'd all sit there, and Dambara ji had made a reel or more than one reel, couple of reels of his favorite scenes of Ratham.
Okay.
So he used to run that. उसमें आवारा का ड्रीम सीक्वेंस चलता था और ग्रेट स्टफ. और सिर्फ एक गाना था बाहर का, ओनली वन. वो था पीएल संतोषी साहब, राजेश फादर.
Mhm.
उनका गाना था, पिक्चर थी, आई थिंक इट फ्रॉम सिंचना के बबलाबू.
Okay.
सब उसका था या
हाँ.
उनका था गाना था, मैं हूँ अलादीन अलादीन. वो गाना, वो he loved that song, so that was to play. On Damara night, for me, when first time it happened, I stood in one corner and he was sitting in front. He was sitting on the sofa, and I was mesmerized absolutely. You know, seeing all this. I'd seen his work earlier, but now you start seeing it from a different
Point of view.
view. And I always had this question of why did he spend so much money on the dream sequence of Havara? चल गई थी ठीक है, but why? So in Damara night, suddenly he stopped in between. He told me, "You want to ask me something?" I said, "No." He said, "No, I know you. I've been seeing you. You know, I've been observing. So you sit with me and you can ask me what you want." So I sat down on the ground there, and then he would explain to me, like, and ask me about Avara song only. He said, "See, the character is a downtrodden man. He's not rich, but he's downtrodden. When a downtrodden man will see a dream, he will only see dreams which are
Lavish.
much bigger. That's what he'll dream of, especially when it's a woman whom he's in love with. He will dream that. That's why this dream is bigger. And if you notice at the end, when the villain comes, Kian Singh, he's even bigger than the others. Because in the man's life, the main antagonist is that. So this was the whole, it sounded, you know, very, very, very correct. And he would go through all his films like this. और इसका आइडिया होता था कि चलते चलते इसका जागते रहो का गाना विद नरगिस जी एक गाना था, जागो मोहन प्यारे. तो ही टू प्ले जागो मोहन प्यारे चलता था. तो रात उठते थे, बोलते थे अब डम्बारा थक गया, वो चाहता है कि मैं घर जाऊं. तो वहाँ इन दैट song being playing, he used to walk out. So that was a regular thing which happened, and I used to enjoy myself. I used to really enjoy. Though we're seeing things again, but you got to know a lot and learn a lot.
So legendary things, I guess, and rare insights. ये सब books में है, book में है sir अभी. All these insights.
Everything.
Okay, sir. So now coming to sir, Mr. Dharmendra and Mr. Sunny Deol. You launched Mr. Sunny Deol at a time where the world wanted to know how Dharmendra's son is going to look like. कैसा दिखता है? There was a comparison between the father and son. Obviously, it was a love story. There must be a debate कि नहीं action करते हैं या love story launch करते हैं. How was it? What was the era? What was the time?
But let me tell you how it started. You know, after my problem in love story, नाम नहीं आया.
Yeah.
I was in a state of depression. कि काम नहीं, अभी समझ नहीं आ रहा काम क्या करें. So at that time I thought of lots of different things. You know, should I get into poultry farming? Because my father had a poultry farm. Should I do this? Should I do that? And one day, Dharamji's brother walked into my house. And he said, यार धर्मजी ने बताया कि तेरे से मिलना है उनको अपने बेटी की फिल्म शुरू करनी है, तो तू करेगा फिल्म? I said, this man is crazy. He's asking me कि तू करेगा फिल्म? I mean, I'm waiting for someone. Dharmendra has come to me. So I got up. I said, चलिए अभी चलते हैं. So we went to Dharamji's house. Dharamji told me, he said, बेटा मैंने तुम्हारी पिक्चर के बारे में बहुत सुना था लव स्टोरी के, तो कल रात को मैंने फिल्म देखी और मैं रंजन कुमार को अच्छा जानता हूँ. ये फिल्म पता नहीं किसने बनाई है, लेकिन रंजन कुमार तो नहीं बना सकता. तो मैं जानता हूँ उसको वैसे, तो मेरा ख्याल तुम नहीं बनाई होगी, तो बेटे की पिक्चर तुम बनाओ. अगर कोई कहानी हो तो बताओ मेरे को. Now, story, I had a small idea from a book I had read. I forget the name of the book. And it had that one scene of coming on the bridge, both the cars, where the boy and the girl have this little tip. That's a scene which I liked. And Taming of the Shrew, which is immortal and been made 27 times here. It's always a success. It doesn't go wrong, that film.
Yeah, I think हिंदी फिल्म में भी टेमिंग ऑफ द श्रू पे बहुत सारे
हिंदी में
films,
बनी है.
लाडला ये है या बहुत सारी.
ये अपना हरी भाई की फिल्म थी. Very big hit. They're all big hits. Jangli was a big hit.
जंगली was a hit.
They were all. Aan, Mehboob Sahib's Aan.
Yes.
So,
And the latest, I think, Sanak,
Sanak.
Sunil Shetty
Correct.
son's picture.
and ये करके I managed to put that and that one scene into one place कि ऐसा करते हैं लड़के लड़की. तो he liked it. फिर था कि लिखवाए किससे, तो कर करा के जावेद साहब, and Javed Sahab came onto it, and
This was minus Salim Saab.
minus him. He had
तब
just
तक part हो चुके थे.
part of it, and this was the first
Film
film which he did.
after.
And then Javed Sahab came in, and then he heard the idea, he liked it, and he added a lot of things. He was the writer. And जो आप बात करते कि action film या love story, it was a thing which was asked. I told Dharamji, I said, Dharamji देखिए, love story तो it has to be. I will not do it if it's not a love story. क्योंकि मुझे राज साहब ने एक बात सिखाई है कि नया लड़का नई लड़की हो तो always make a love story. Don't think of anything else. अच्छा राज साहब का बहुत था great regard. तो बोल नहीं यार राज साहब ने बोला तो सही बोला. तो जावेद साहब को बोला राज साहब लव स्टोरी, तो जावेद साहब said मैं भी ये सोच रहा हूँ कि लव स्टोरी ही होनी चाहिए. और राहुल ने जो आइडिया सुना है वो भी लव स्टोरी का है, लेकिन इसमें एक्शन कैसे डालेंगे और ये सनी को सूट कैसे करेगा, मैंने इसके लिए भी सोचा हुआ है. सो देन वी गॉट डाउन टू राइटिंग, एंड दैट्स हाउ बेताब came, you know, with those horses. And
So कितना टाइम लगता है राइटिंग में, तब लगता था?
Javed Sahab, to write the screenplay of Betab, he took about a month and a half.
तो ये हाथ से लिख के स्क्रिप्ट आती थी या कैसे आती
नहीं,
थी?
जावेद साहब का एक अजीब था स्क्रिप्ट का. He used to sit and discuss with you.
हाँ.
And जो भी चीजें फाइनल हो गई, ये हो गई.
हाँ.
वो था. फिर वो एक सरदारी थे सिप्पी फिल्म में,
हाँ.
जो टाइप करते थे.
अच्छा.
तो उनको बैठ के जावेद साहब नरेशन देते थे.
अच्छा.
पूरे स्क्रिप्ट का. और जावेद साहब की जो है नोट्स जो हैं वो अलग अलग टुकड़े होते हैं पेपर के.
हाँ.
कुछ ये नैपकिन पे लिख दिया, कुछ रेस्टोरेंट में बैठे कहीं लिख दिया, फाड़ कर रख दिया.
हाँ.
तो ये टू कलेक्ट एवरीथिंग एंड सरदार जी को नरेट करते थे. सरदार जी ये जो ऐसे शॉट होते हैं ना, कट टू सनराइज, दैट वाज ऑल सरदार जी. सरदार जी ऐसे थे कि सीन सुनाया जाता सामने, फिर कट हुआ और छोड़ो जी कोई सीन है, कौन कर रहा है ये सीन, शूट करेगा, कोई नहीं करेगा. हाँ. काम का आपने भी उठा के लिख दिया. तो दिन जावेद साहब से डिस्कस, अच्छा ये नहीं हो तो क्या होना चाहिए, इसलिए ऐसा नहीं जी ऐसा होना चाहिए. एंड देन दैट वी इनकॉर्पोरेट, दैट a great thing. So he used to this thing, and then dialogue he used to write. himself with a paper and pen.
Yeah.
I still feel writing today also, people who write with paper and pen are probably better off than writing with computers or narrating. But this is the way he used to write, and then he used to dialogue, he used to complete. And there's a very funny incident with Dharamji and dialogue. I was going to Kashmir for shooting next morning. So Javed Sahib and me were sitting, and Javed Sahib was finishing the dialogue. So Javed Sahib said, कि ये, I finished it. I'm giving it to you. Lekin, I have to come back to Kashmir in 10 days. With certain places I want to make some change. That's fine. तो फ्लाइट सुबह 6 बजे की, मैसेज आ रात को 9 बजे कि धर्म जी बोलते मुझे सारे डायलॉग सुनने. तो आई सेड, जहाँ साहब आप कल सुनाइए, फिर मेरे को तो सुबह जाना है. बोले आप नहीं होंगे तो मैं तो नहीं सुनाऊंगा. आई कांट हैंडल धर्म जी अलोन. ऐसे मैं रुक जाता हूँ. फिर ऐसे कितने घंटे लगेंगे आपको? पता नहीं, होगा 5-6 घंटे. मैं जहाँ साहब 6 बजे की फ्लाइट है. तो बोले चलो शुरू तो करते हैं. तो शुरू हुआ रात को 12 बजे नरेट करना. और जावेद अख्तर इज एन एब्सोल्यूट जीनियस, देयर नो डाउट अबाउट दैट.
वो तो सर दुनिया मानती है.
और जैसे वो कहानी नरेट करते हैं, इज वेरी रेयर कि समबडी विल से वी डोंट लाइक इट. बट डायलॉग जब वो सुनाने थे धर्म जी को, उन्होंने मेरे को कहा था बीच में आप एक लफ्ज नहीं बोलेंगे जब डायलॉग को. तो स्क्रिप्ट सामने पड़ा था, एंड देन फ्रॉम सीन 29 ही जम्प्ड स्ट्रेट टू सीन 71. अब बीच के सीन गायब हो गए. वो 29 और 71 को कनेक्ट करने के लिए ही मेड अप अ सीन, एंड मेड अप हाउ पढ़ रहे हैं तो ही इज मेड अच्छे दिस करके ही फिनिश द नरेशन इन 2 hours. एंड ऐसे इसे मैं क्या करता, मैं खुद नरेट करता, 6 घंटे से ऊपर लगते. सो यू नो ही हैड दिस क्वालिटी इन हिम. एंड धर्मजी इज बेसिकली वेरी सिंपल. वो सुन रहे थे डायलॉग, बट ही वाज इन हिज ओन वर्ल्ड आल्सो. एंड वेरी स्वीट मैन, अनडाउटली वेरी स्वीट मैन. एंड जावेद साहब में राइटिंग में एक और जो खासियत है वो थी अर्जुन में. अब ये बेताब के टाइम पे मुरानी सेड वी वांट टू मेक अ पिक्चर, तो दे साइन मी, साइन जावेद साहब, एंड सनी वाज देयर. तो एक कहानी का आइडिया फाइनल हुआ था. तो चिंटू वाज सपोज्ड टू बी आल्सो इन दैट फिल्म. तो उसके लिए इनको अब क्या, मुरानी भी जल्दी ले मेरे थे. तो वो एक गाना रिकॉर्ड करते हैं एक सिचुएशन पे. तो गए पंचम के पास, गए, जावेद साहब राइटिंग द सॉन्ग. तो वो गाना बना. फिर मामा या केरो केरो पंचम जावेद साहब एंड टर्न आउट टू बी वेरी गुड, रिकॉर्ड हो गया. अब दैट स्क्रिप्ट डिड नॉट वर्क आउट द वे वी वांटेड. तो फाइनली यू टू ड्रॉप चिंटू. इट वाज वेरी एम्बैरेसिंग फॉर मी. बट चिंटू से नो प्रॉब्लम यार, काम है, इट्स ओके. अब वो गाना लग रहा था यार वेस्ट रहेगा.
सर मतलब क्या था मम्मैया केरो 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 मामा?
कोई मतलब नहीं था.
अच्छा.
इट्स अ गोवानीज फोक सॉन्ग.
ओके.
मम्मैया केरो 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 मामा इज अ गोवानीज फोक सॉन्ग.
ओके.
तो उसके बाद के वर्ड जावेद साहब ने किया था.
ओके ओके ओके.
तो वो साउंड अच्छा करता था. जैसे लव स्टोरी में गाना था मैं आई आई हर्षा.
यस यस यस.
ये सिर्फ पंचम वाज डमी वर्ड्स. जो गाता गाता मैं आई आई. सो आई सेड दिस वी शुड यूज दिस बिकॉज़ इट्स साउंडिंग वेरी गुड. तो अब मुरानीज बोले कि देखिए जो भी कहानी आएगी वो इस गाने को डालना ही पड़ेगा उस कहानी में. इस गाने के बगैर वो हम तो नहीं बनाएंगे फिल्म. मैंने कहा यार स्क्रिप्ट तो बन जाए. बोले व्हाट एवर हैपेंस मामा या केरो हैज टू बी देयर.
ओके.
नाउ वी आर इन अ फनी स्टेट कि जी ट्राइंग टू फाइंड अ स्टोरी, और ये गाना फिट होना चाहिए उसमें. कहाँ से गाना फिट होगा यार? हमने इतनी कोशिश की सौरभ. We sat for about 3 months on finding a story. मतलब एक कहानी ढूंढते थे, एक पॉइंट पे आते थे, पर उसको छोड़ देते थे. फिर we took a gap of 2 months. फिर हम गए 1 महीने के लिए खंडाला. तो लोनावला गए तो वहाँ 1 महीना रहे, कुछ नहीं हुआ. तो डॉक्टर साहब बोले यार ये क्या करें. तो फिर गैप देते हैं और सोचते हैं.
कई बार राइटर्स ब्लॉक हो जाता है.
हाँ, तो बोले ठीक है, तो कल सुबह निकलते हैं. ठीक है, तो बैठे. इट वॉज संडे, रिमेम्बर. तो संडे टाइम्स उस टाइम पे आता था. इट वॉज नॉट लाइक टुडेज मुंबई टाइम्स विच इज गॉसिप. इट वॉज प्रॉपर. तो उसमें एक आर्टिकल था ऑन द राइज ऑफ दाऊद and his brother and the Pathan gang, आलमजेब और आलमगीर का जो था. तो उसमें ऐसी बात करते हैं जहाँ सब कह रहे थे, you know how these people are all politically
Strong.
manipulated and all that stuff. तो बात करते करते कुछ 10 बज गए. खाना ना खाए हमने, तो बोले सुबह सुबह निकलते 7 बजे. कुछ जावेद साहब की शुरू हो रही थी रमेश सिप्पी की फिल्म, ये वाली
शोले, नो, शान,
चिंटू के साथ जो थे, सागर. तो 10 बजे भी पार्टेड. एंड फिर there was a knock on my door about 3-4 in the morning. तो दरवाजा खोला मैंने, तो जावेद साहब भी थे. It not changed also. बोले आइए मेरे रूम में आइए, चाय पीते हैं. जावेद से ये वही टाइम है. बोला आइए तो सही. वहाँ गए तो उन्होंने बोला कि देखिए मैंने एक कहानी सोची. तो मैंने बोला कि आई हैव टू नरेट टू यू बिकॉज आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड अबाउट इट. लेकिन आप सुन के बताइए आपको ऐसा. सौरभ, ही नरेटेड अर्जुन टू मी फ्रॉम सीन 1 to the climax. The entire script he narrated in 4 hours of this thing, in 4-5 hours. I am witness to that. I said, what happened? नहीं, सब कुछ नहीं, आके बैठा. हमारी जो बात हो रही थी उसमें से ये
निकल के आया,
आइडिया आ गया और ये लिखा. तो फाइनली when we finalized the script, 60-70% was what Javed Sahab had already written. 30% was made changes. That was just the speed of writing.
Sir, I believe that Arjun is one of the best films of Mr. Sunny Deol. Yes, he's given a lot of great films post and pre as well, but Arjun एक अलग ही फिल्म थी, a man fighting against the system. Sir, आपको याद है मैंने बहुत पहले आपसे एक बार बात की थी कि what if we remake Arjun? And आपने बोला था कि यार वो आज के जमाने में कैसे होगा. So what is your take on a remake of a film?
See, according to me, that was a time when there was a big problem of the educated unemployed, जो आज भी है. But today's educated unemployed is not as bad as that time. क्योंकि most of these या तो ये कॉल सेंटर ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं या वेटर बन जाते हैं होटल्स में. because in the hotels also now they have started outsourcing waiters.
Yeah.
Because you see the waiters at a party, they don't know anything. But कुछ ना कुछ आउटसोर्सिंग में कुछ ना कुछ हो जाता है. वो टाइम था जब कुछ नहीं होता. You had to have the influence to get a job. And Arjun Saurabh was not a story as such. It was more of a character. It was a character study. So that whole film was based on the character, on his arc. So I know lots of people have told me make Arjun, but
नहीं होगा.
I don't know. Yes, I can see one thing. I can see Arjun, if somebody wants to make it in English, then Arjun can be made in English and can be made brilliantly if it's made in the English language. That I have worked out completely. How it will work, how those emotions will come into a Western film. That can happen completely. So on hearing a podcast, if somebody decides to make a English film,
But who would suit the role, sir, in Hollywood?
I wouldn't take a Hollywood actor.
Okay.
I'd take an Indian actor.
Oh, nice.
It would be a story of an Indian who goes to America because his father had gone to America for some work, and the father got married again. This boy was left in. The father called him there. Now he comes to America. He's in a new environment. He's got a father. He's got a stepmother. He's got a stepsister. And it's him. And how he fights the system which is there in America.
So, आज की generation में, sir, and don't say Ranbir Kapoor, apart from him, who else do you think can suit this? Or Ranbir Kapoor? Obviously, that's the first choice.
Ranbir would I would think, from the boys today, I think Shahid Kapoor would probably suit this kind of character.
सर फिर पिक्चर का नाम अर्जुन सिंह करना पड़ेगा.
But it can work very well as an English film.
Superb. Great idea, sir. Great idea. Because the lines are diminishing. अब हिंदी फिल्में globally जा रही हैं. So,
and it's probably the first time a Hindi film is remade as an American film.
Sir, but again, you made larger than life films. You learned from the best. Sunny Deol, sir, what is your equation? Because I have seen him in his bad days. I've seen him in his good days. It's not as great on the bad days. It's not as good as.
See, Sunny basically is a simpleton. His values are all
simple.
It's come from his father. Even Dharamji's values are simple. Like, I think their house, which is in Juhu, it's like a house in Pagwada, which has just been transported here. Because once you enter the walls, you're in that atmosphere, which is a fabulous atmosphere.
Yes.
Where you see a family bonding the way we all like to see families. So Sunny is basically a simpleton, very ambitious about his work. Cinema is a big passion for him. He may be right, he may be wrong. He directed 2 films. I don't think he's cut out to direct a film because your mind has to work differently as a.
So he also directed Dil Lagi, sir.
Who?
Dil Lagi. He only directed.
He directed Dil Lagi.
Dil Lagi, Ghayal 2.
Ghayal 2 and Rocky Ki Jo film thi.
Yes. Pal Pal Dil Ke Paas. हाँ जी.
So.
But what about his character, sir? I mean, how do you see him?
He can fly off the hook very fast. And he really flies off the hook badly.
सर कुछ ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट जो शायद आपने सोचे आप बनाए नहीं या कुछ ऐसा कुछ किस्सा बताइए.
Nothing because of Sunny.
No, but I'm just saying some fictitious ideas which you thought that करेंगे.
Ideas which I have and something which Sunny likes very much is to do a film with Sunny's 7 best characters he's played.
Oh, super.
So there would be Arjun also, there would be Ghayal also. There'd be 7 of the best characters, 7 or 6 of the best characters. It's a story Sunny loves also. And
they all come together.
You see them all together.
It's like the last action hero, but last action heroes together.
Yeah, but you see them for about half the film, you see them together.
Okay. Superb. Sir, ये ideas आते कैसे हैं?
Idea तो क्या है? Idea आते कैसे? You just see something and it just comes to you.
Cool, sir. Sir, but what is the difference now? I would like to mention here that your son, and he's doing a great job in Yash Raj as well. So how did that journey? I mean, today you'll be proud that some people know you as his father.
No, what some most people know me as his father.
Yeah, yeah.
And most people keep calling me, आपकी जी हमको शिव से मिला दीजिए.
हाँ.
तो मैं उनको बोल रहा शिव मुझे नहीं मिलता तो आपको कहाँ से मिलाऊंगा? He is on his own.
Yes.
See, both my sons started in Yash Raj. First, the elder one, Bharat, he worked in Yash Raj.
हाँ जी.
He was doing great in Yash Raj. Suddenly one day he said, I want to give this up. अब बच्चे, though Adi was very the same, don't give it up, he's allowed to give it up. So he gave it up. Then he joined RSVP, Ronnie.
Ronnie Screwvala.
He joined Ronnie. After 10 days, he said, no, I don't want to work with him. So because his directors don't know what they're saying. Then he joined Siddharth Malhotra. And got along very well. Not Malhotra, Siddharth Anand.
Siddharth Anand.
Got along very well. So as a child, they've seen each other. He told Siddharth, Bhaiya, I want to get away from filmmaking. I want to do something creative. You know, here I'm not doing anything creative. And filmmaking is very tough. So he said, what are you going to do? He said, I want to do photography. So he's not learned photography. So shocked hai. So he started doing photographs. Today he's become a very prominent photographer. He's done campaigns for Louis Vuitton and all these people with Ranveer Singh and all of them. And you must see his work. It's very, very good. It's a different take on this.
So that was his calling, sir.
Yeah, like if he's shooting here, you know, and if he sees lights behind people sitting here, they're there in his frame. He does not remove them. So, but it's very good. Very good. So that's where he came. And Shiv started as assistant with Dhoom.
Yes.
And Dhoom 3. And then he did another film, and then I think the third film or fourth film, he did this film with Manish Fan.
Wow. With Shah Rukh Khan.
With Shah Rukh Khan. Then he did this one film, Adi's film.
So how did Railwaymen happen, sir? Because it's against all the grammar, you know, it's about a dark phase of this thing. And
I don't know. I did not even know what he's making.
Okay.
Because we don't talk.
Okay.
See, today's generation feel their fathers are probably saying the wrong thing or they've done the wrong things. It's a common thing. It's going to happen. It's been through. We've all been through it.
Yes.
So he told me, then he said, I'm making something on the Bhopal gas tragedy. So I thought to myself, I said, what will you make on the Bhopal tragedy? And he said, no. Then he said, I'm calling it Railwaymen. And then he narrated to me, which was quite nice when I heard it. Then he showed me the episodes after they were done. And I was taken by surprise. Because I said, this kind of emotional content coming in for this boy is completely away from what he does. And that's what happened. That's how this.
So, but from Railwaymen to Alpha, Wire of Spy Universe ka director banna. So, I think now he's coming into your genes. He's fitting into your...
No, he's not. He's now, you know, it was nice of Adi to offer him a film after that. And finally the film happened. And finally it's called Alpha. And I love the title.
Yes.
I think it's very good. And I went on to his set the other day for the first time while he was shooting. I went once on Railwaymen set, but the Alpha on his first day of shooting, I went there. And I was seeing him work. And it reminded me of myself, my days. You know, some kind of deja vu, it was there.
तो आपने राजेंद्र कुमार साहब की तरह एक्टिंग करके नहीं बताया कि मैं बताता हूँ कैसे?
नहीं, मैं उठ के निकल गया. मेरी बीवी ने कहा भी कि why don't you wait? He also said, Dad. I said, listen, I don't want to sit because I will say something or the other. I said, now then I said, but something or the other he'll do, it's not right. And I can't keep quiet. मेरी एक और आदत थी है कि मेरे को जो बोलना है मुंह पे बोल देता हूँ. So I said that I can't.
तो सर जैसे आप जो बोले जो मन में आता है मुंह पे बोल देते हैं. There's another actor you've launched who's similar, Kajol. So Bekhudi you launched. So how was Bekhudi? What happened, sir?
Bekhudi was fantastic. We had a wonderful time making the film. Kajol was brilliant, and Kajol तो अभी भी मुंह पे बोल देती थी जो भी बोलना है.
और आप भी अभी भी मुंह में जो भी
मैं भी बोल देता हूँ. In fact, I met Kajol last year at the Jagran Film Awards. उनके opening पे. So I was in a room doing an interview. Kajol was in the auditorium speaking to the audience in the show, and I heard her voice. So I understood Kajol. So I came out into the auditorium, and from far, I said, Kajol, how are you? So from there she shouted, this is our uncle's voice. And where is he? So then I came, I said, I'm here. So she came running from the stage up and, in between that, and met very warmly. So I like this habit of hers that she also says what she feels like. And she's a wonderful girl to work with.
So, but what is the difference between this generation of actors and at the time when you worked? The goods and the bads?
I don't know, because this generation of actors also is very good. They're all very committed. So, which is a good thing. They're all very committed.
But you agree, I mean, are we going to compete with the Oscars and the Hollywood, do you think so?
What is the complex of the Oscars here? The Oscars is nothing but the Filmfare Awards in America. What is do we make out so great about the Oscars? See, yaar, isko Oscar mila. Yaar, this script has gone to the Oscars. My script has gone.
Which one, sir?
My script of my book, has gone to the Oscars. They called for it. And I sent them a copy. I got a letter also from them. Thank you. And they said, we've ordered 10 more copies of the book. But doesn't mean I go around publicizing it here. So it's just that I'm happy it's happened, but why do we have a complex कि हमको Oscar के साथ करना है? I understand Cannes. No, it's you're being honored in Cannes. Even Oscars, good you're being honored, but it's got for me it's got no value like people think it has. It's like Filmfare, and I think it's as corrupt as Filmfare. Yeah, that's the other thing.
I guess the whole mechanism can be questioned.
Again, I have to open my mouth, so I just don't want to.
Sir, कोई नहीं सुन रहा, sir.
नहीं, कोई नहीं सुन रहा, नहीं. I want to keep quiet. अभी आप एक्टरों के बारे में पूछ रहे थे, I've kept quiet. I don't want to speak about them.
Sir, fair enough, sir. So, sir, one last bit about your book, sir. So, why one should read about that book?
So, that book is necessary to read because it speaks about what Raj Kapoor was. And it speaks about how he got his inspiration, how he shot his films, and, how his mind worked. In fact, a lot of people have got back to me and said, after reading the book, we revisited the scenes again, and now we saw them from a different light.
Nice.
So that is something. In fact, when I wrote the book, the publishers did not agree. But I said, let's do one thing. Wherever I mentioned a scene, let me put a QR code. So anybody reading it can, with a QR code,
go to
scan that particular scene. He'll see it. This will no, it will not work. So that's okay.
But I'm sure it worked.
It would have worked. It would have worked in a big way.
I would have done that.
But they said no. Publishers. In any case, those publishers are.
But is it for students, sir, or is it for film buffs?
Both. I'll tell you, there is 6 chapters. Completely only on the technique he worked. It's in detail about his inspiration, how he handle actors, editing, shooting, everything.
So, do you believe that there is a lack of education for people who want to come into the industry? There's no books.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm a professor in practice. It's funny, life has taken another turn. I'm even doing a column in Jagran.
Okay, nice.
In Dainik Jagran. And now I'm doing this thing. I believe sort of that what we're teaching is not right. Why? I'll tell you. Filmmaking is not restricted to only films and television and OTT. Audiovisual has become a large thing in the world. Today, if we see, we go and buy a Frigidaire. The working of the Frigidaire is on video. That's that. So there's so many things now. There's reels. There's so much to be done.
Yes.
That all this needs to be taught.
So, but in all this noise, what are the 2, 3 or 3, 4 things a man needs to know or needs to have to become a director?
Imagination.
Nice. Imagination.
Visual thinking.
Visual thinking. Gali dena?
360-degree knowledge.
360.
Gali dena to become part of it.
Part of it. Okay.
360-degree knowledge.
And so team leadership, I mean, that you...
Team leadership, of course, he should. And I also feel that management is something that should learn, because you've got to manage the whole thing and then you have to take quick decisions. At times, set where you have to take a decision. So these are the qualities.
So, sir, anybody who thinks he can become a director, can he?
No.
You need to have some skill inside you.
No, but you can become a director. I can name a lot of directors
who don't know what they're doing.
Who don't know what they're doing. I can name it from the past till now. Maybe till Friday also, till last Friday.
So,
but
so, sir, how do they become, even if they're not capable, do they have the gift of the gab?
They have the gift of the gab. They have the money at one time. Or they are, once I was asked a question in an interview that a student was there. He said, "Sir, how do I become a director?" I said, "I'll give the fastest way. Catch hold of an actor, become a servant in his house, and gradually start, from buying sabzis to looking after his drink, and make him completely dependent on you. And let him think, yeah, there's a man and he'll make you a director. He'll say, "Kaam karo, director school." That's all, become director. So, I think the most thankless job is the director's. Though the whole film is made by him. I mean, today when I hear comments from people about the greats whom I consider to be the masters, like Manmohan Desai, when you hear comments these guys have about Desai, about Guru Dutt, about Bimal Roy, it's shameful.
You hear negative, sir?
Pardon?
You hear negative about them?
Negative? You hear horrible things about them.
Okay.
What do they know? One man told me, "What did Kya do in his life? He has so much money, he made..." What is money here? It's not the money. Look at what the man made.
So what is the quality of Manmohan Desai you think is the best?
Manmohan Desai's quality, I think, is his catering to the people. He had that in him and he knew it. I was very friendly with him, very fond of him. And he was very fond of me. He used to shoot in RKM.
उन्हें भी खाने का शौक था?
हाँ, उनको बहुत शौक था. तो मेरा क्या है, मैं उस जमाने में जो हरकत करता था, I used to go by a train to King Circle. From King Circle, I had to take a bus to Sion. And from Sion, another bus to RK. तो कई बार ये था कि जब मैं किंग सर्कल पे उतरता था, तो मनमोहन जी की गाड़ी गुजरती थी, तो बिठा के मेरे को "Is to come back to Pritam and tell me let's have lunch over here."
Oh, nice.
So I used to spend a lot of time with him. I told him, I said, मनमोहन जी, ये निरूपा जी को खून दे रहे हैं
Yeah.
और 3 आदमी खून दे रहे हैं
Yeah.
एक साथ.
Yeah.
ये मतलब आपने कर तो दिया. मैंने कहा आपने सोचा कैसे? तो सोचा कैसे मतलब क्या खून देना था ना?
Yeah.
तो ऐसा हाँ, लेकिन आपने सोचा कैसे 3 आदमी एक साथ देते? बोले यार तुम लोग तो बहुत ज्यादा पढ़े लिखे हो ना, पिक्चर आएगी तो देखना, कोई कुछ नहीं बोलेगा. He got away with it. In the same film, climax, after seeing the film, I said, मंजी, आपका क्लाइमैक्स ये है कि अमर अकबर एंथनी के आने से पहले शादी कर लो. और तीनों आए हुए बेस बदल के और गाना गा रहे हैं एक जगह जो जमा तीनों अमर अकबर एंथनी. बोले मेरे को, बोले तुम गधे की तरह क्वेश्चन पूछना हमेशा. हाँ, ये रिलीज होगी पिक्चर, उसके बाद बात करेंगे. एंड ही हैड हिज कन्विक्शन व्हिच नोबडी हैड.
So what is that one skill you would say that we can learn from him, sir? Pulse of the audience?
Yeah, he knew the pulse, and he knew how to get away with things. I've seen him shooting, like he's shooting a scene with Amitabh and Vinod Khanna, RK mein. And someone said that, yaar, this is one scene जहाँ चिंटू भी होना चाहिए था यार. तीनों होते अच्छा होता. तो इसे ठीक है, चिंटू से बात करता हूँ. तो ये कोरला बिसा चिंटू कल से आ जाएगा, तो चलो एक शॉट ले लो यार. हाँ, एक विनोद खन्ना का शॉट लो कि अमित से कहता है कि काश यहाँ पर अकबर भी होता. एंड कट करके लो में आ गया. उन्होंने फिर अब सी नाउ ही इज डन बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट पीपल वांटेड.
Wow. And sir, one last, Guru Dutt Sahab, what is that thing you learned from?
Guru Dutt say, I mean, I think it's easier to say what all these people are masters. It's easier to say what you did not learn from such people. You know, people like Ratha Tohin and K. Asif, Anna Sahab, Shantaram ji, Bimal Roy, Guru Dutt, a lot of them, Manmohan Desai, Goldie Sahab,
Vijayanand Sahab.
Vijayanand Sahab, and some directors today also,
Yes.
who I think are very good.
So which is that one director in today's generation you think?
Today's industry, I don't think there's one director, I would say 2, 3. But one director whose work I've liked very much recently is a boy who made this film, Mona, Oh My Darling.
Monica, oh my
Monica, Oh My Darling, yeah.
Vasan Bala.
Vasan Bala. That I liked very, very much. So that is a director I liked.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the absolute newcomers. Of course, there is the Raju Hirani and those people,
Ruling.
you know, they're ruling and they're very good at their work. We get to learn a lot from them. But from Vasan Bala, I like very much. And who was the director? I can't remember. There were so many of them, but
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough, sir.
like
So just one last advice to the new generation. Any advice you'd like to give?
Believe in yourself. Do what your heart says. Just follow your heart and you will reach the right place. This is the principle, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Number 2 is, if you're getting into this industry, don't get married till you don't establish yourself.
You don't get married because you'll get wives here, or
No, you don't get. I wish it was that way.
Yeah.
The problem getting married is, see, This I'm talking personal experience.
Yes.
Once you're unmarried,
हाँ.
you have no responsibility.
Hmm.
Okay? आपने जो शादी की, तो you have a responsibility. I have a wife. Children will follow later on, but I have a wife. Now, whatever I do, I have to think in such a way that my wife should not get affected. So you don't take any chances. When you're not married, you take any chance you want. I took my name off love story.
हाँ.
With a conscious thinking, maybe I'll not get work. But if I was married, I wouldn't have done it. So, and then, of course, getting other wives, you said, is an added advantage, which
Many take advantage of.
many take advantage of. And
सर मैं ये नोट कर लूं?
हाँ, नोट कर लीजिए, ये तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
हाँ जी. Fair enough, sir. So any other advice? Two you said.
I have lots of gossip, which I can't talk to you about that. I can talk when there's no cameras or this thing. Yeah.
Okay, sir. तब से off ही था. अभी हम ये तो rehearsal था. We'll start now.
We start now, then we can go on for hours together. I can talk for hours together.
Fair enough, sir. So thank you so much for coming,
thank
sir.
you so much, and thank you everybody. Thank you.
It was
lovely.
a pleasure and an honor, and we've been a fortunate few जिन्होंने legend को सुना है. So thank you so much, sir. So,
it's just that my life now seems to have turned around, from being wanting to be a nuclear physicist to becoming a film director, and then becoming an author.
And a teacher.
And now a teacher, and writing a column. So life seems to get more interesting.
And your son is directing one of the most awaited films.
Most awaited films. And I still have a couple of years.
Yes, sir.
Which, please don't gossip, because it's too much time. I don't need to live that long. No, I'm very happy. God's been kind. I have a great family. I have my wife and my children, and my wives, my sister-in-laws and all. It's all one huge family. And that's very good.
Cool, sir. Thank you so much.